Wurtzel Brewing Company, Shiner, out of Shiner, Texas. Candied Pecan Porter Ale, brewed with pecans and with natural flavor added, whatever that means, 6% alcohol. Let's give it a shot. This is the third beer from the Shiner little pack that I picked up that specifically was for these three beers. Again, some sort of Christmas-ish or winter variety pack. Out of the three beers that I tried, this being the third, this was my favorite. I'm a little late on this. I saw some of the other reviews that this beer came out with a few years ago from people. Who knows? Maybe I'm just behind. Maybe it's my location. I'm in the Northeast. I'm very far away from Texas. Maybe that has something to do with it. Who knows? Maybe I'm just not aware. Maybe I have no situational awareness. That being said, I was extremely excited to try it. All because of this beer when I picked up this pack. I said, Candied Pecan Porter. What the hell is a candied pecan? I'm from the Northeast. We have pumpkin pie up here. You don't find much pecan pie up here. Or sweet potato pie. But I wanted to know. And I am so effing glad I did, because this is a quite amazing beer. Some of the other reviews I saw were a little mixed, a little maybe like a 5 out of 10, maybe like a 2 or a 3 out of 5 stars, or maybe just kind of like, they're like, it's an okay beer, it's nothing great. I think this is a fantastic beer. Whatever the candied aspect of it, the frosted sugar, the sugar coated, whatever sweetener that they're using for this beer is, I think it's right on point. It really makes me feel like I'm eating some sort of sugar coated or candy coated anything. And the pecan, it's a sweet pecan. You're not getting that overwhelming nut flavor, but there is something underlying with the beer that kind of gives me this almost root beerish kind of flavor to it. And maybe it's just a combination of what's going on in the porter, but it's actually really nice, and it does linger. So if you're worried about that flavor, just know it does linger for a little while. But in my opinion, I really like the taste. I really like the flavor. The pecans aren't overly nutty. They're not overly aggressive. You do get a little bit of that hinty of that pecan, but it's good. It's again, pecans are very unique in their taste and their flavor. It's just, you do get that, but it's not overwhelming. It's just, it teeters that line of, it's enough, but it doesn't cross it. And then again, it's just candied. It's sugar coated, sugar frosted, something along those lines. And I think it works, and it's just got this really nice, I don't know, it's just a really good flavor, I think. The porter, on the other hand, a little watery. It's a little watery. It's also 6% alcohol. It's a little low for a porter. Maybe a little low. But I feel like it could have been a little bit higher, maybe a little bit more, maybe like 6.5, maybe a 7% alcohol, to kind of give it that kick that maybe this needs. That's my only issue. It's a dark beer. It's heavy. I'd say this is a full-bodied beer, easily, but it's sweet. This is also a sweet beer. So if you're not into your sweet beers, this is probably something you'd want to stay away from. But I think all the flavor notes, I don't want to use the word smoky, but there's just a nice, almost similar to their Morello Dark Cherry beer. There's almost like this almost cigar-like flavor that you kind of get. But I think that's, and I might be shooting myself in the foot here for saying that, but I think it has something to do with the pecan flavor and the sweetener flavor, and just how they combined in the porter. Maybe that's it, but I thoroughly enjoy this beer. I can't wait to go out and find myself some more of this, because I really appreciate the beer. My drinkability, I want a 6-pack of these. I really do. I think it's a phenomenal beer. I think that because it's dark, it's a porter, it's a candied pecan or sugar-coated pecan, it's a winter beer. It's a Christmas beer, and it gives you all those characteristics and those feelings that you want around this time of year when you're drinking alcohol, without the exception of drinking eggnog with some little bit of cinnamon in it. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is a 9. I think the only reason it's not a 10 is because it's slightly less in alcohol. The porter is a little bit watery, and it does have that slight bit of that cigar kind of flavor from the dark Morello Cherry. This beer also says it has vanilla, brown sugar, caramel in it. Again, I think all those work to kind of make that illusion of whatever that cigarish flavor is, but it's not cigar. Well, let me just put that out there. I'm kind of trying to save this beer from anybody thinking that I'm talking bad about it or trying to say something that might turn you off from it. This is a good beer. It's sweetened. It's something different. You're not going to see this on every shelf, and it's got a really unique flavor, and I really want you to go out and try it. And I'm really impressed with it, and I'm really happy I did it. And again, this is one of those beers that, this is why I do beer reviews, because it's beers like this that just absolutely blow me away. And one person in specific I want to point out is Ronald Theriot. I know there's a lot of beers that I get up this way because I know you're in Louisiana. And it's, again, I have a very tight selection of what I can get. And I've been actually researching and trying to find beers that are outside of the northeastern Pennsylvania area that will kind of resonate with a larger audience. And I think you being in Louisiana, if you have this Shiner beer, if I haven't seen it on your channel yet, please do me a favor. I want you to review this beer again and let me know what you think, because I want to know if I'm completely off. Same thing with the Dark Morello Cherry. If I'm completely off that it's a cherry cigar flavor, then I'll redact. I'll take that video completely down, because maybe I'm completely wrong. But this is a Shiner Texas beer. It's a Texas beer. I know you. I've been through Louisiana before. I've been to Texas. Never been to Shiner, Texas. But I'm starting to get a little love struck with Shiner right now, and maybe you can put me in check. So again, that's Shiner Candied Pecan Porter out of Spoetzl Brewing Company, Shiner, Texas. 6% alcohol. Good job.